Oh, your name popped up all fancy and mine just stayed there like normal. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to another one of these things where everybody gets disappointed.
Yeah.
But hopefully not this time. Well, I mean, I'm already disappointed because when I heard that there's going to be a Silent Hill transmission, obviously I immediately went to Silent Hill 1. Apparently I guess it was already revealed on the state of play, which I haven't seen yet, but I was hoping when I heard that there's going to be a Silent Hill transmission it would be about that rather than Townfall, but eh, you know. I want to know about Townfall as well, but supposedly
What?
this entire live stream is going to be about Townfall, so supposedly.
Let's hope an actual town falls. And if it
uh,
doesn't, it's just
I
bad
just
advertising.
this whole thing yeah, right. I don't know how I feel about Townfall because I'm assuming based off the name it's going to be about, why Silent Hill became what it is. And that's going to be, kind of a touchy thing. It's going to be very easy to fuck up something like that. And at this point, is it even relevant? Because, like, what is Silent Hill anyway? Silent Hill is no longer a town, it's an idea. If it can happen in fucking Japan, Silent Hill as a town is pretty irrelevant, I would imagine, but we'll see what happens.
It's gonna explain like how it started. So one of the cult members left the fan machine on. And there we go.
There it is.
The
Spoiler.
fog.
The fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they've shown anything yet. I think there's been like a promotional artwork, I guess, kind of a thing. I don't think they've shown even a screenshot of gameplay. So I think it's going to be
Mm,
some kind of like a kind of telltale ish, Life is Strange ish kind of thing where it's mainly just kind of a story with light gameplay elements. How do you feel about that, Alec?
I mean, what was that fucking weird Silent Hill? That was a short story, short memories.
Oh, a short message or something? I still
Yeah.
haven't played that because I know I'm going to hate it. I have it
What?
downloaded. It's on my PS5 right now. I'm afraid.
I mean, I've done it, so
Yeah, I've heard
um,
it's terrible. What did you think?
yeah. I mean, I only just oh god, the amount of times I had to do one particular section over and over again. I'm like, fucking. But yeah, it was. I was just purely recording it for machinima things, and that's the extra fun of it because um, I had uh, the vocals turned off, so I was just like guessing as to what they were saying. I'm like, huh? Hmm? But
You
I did
played it
play
with
it
no
again.
audio? Wow.
Yeah, so I was recording it. So, but then
Yeah.
I did play it again with the audio, and I was just,
Mm,
I still don't know what the fuck this was about.
well, there you go. You're probably better off just not replaying it with the audio.
Hmm. I think I still had the footage somewhere on my PS5, but yeah. But after
Hello, Lee.
seeing Silent Hill F, I'm just like, yeah, what else can they fuck up with? It's
Yeah,
Konami. They were a bunch of
they
bankers.
they still haven't, you know, quote unquote redeemed themselves, I guess, because like what have we had so far? We had Ascension, which is a fucking abomination and a travesty. The Silent Hill movie, the new one, that was garbage. We have Silent Hill 2 remake, which was good. The short message, which is from my understanding garbage.
Mhm.
Um F, which is hit or miss depending on who you talk to. I think it's probably going to be garbage as well. Maybe like okay at best. So yeah, not a good track record so far on their magnificent return.
I think I would have enjoyed Silent Hill F more if they just got rid of the fucking Silent Hill part. Just be its
Well,
own
that's kind of an
IP.
important part.
Yeah,
It's just
but
like Village. Village would have been a fine video game if it wasn't
exactly.
Resident Evil, but it is, and therefore you have to judge it as such. So
Yeah. Is it going to be the same as Requiem? And it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, Rectum. I'm calling it Rectum now.
there you go.
Yeah. I had to come up with another name for Silent Hill F. Not Fist, because, yeah. That's been liberated for fisting balls.
Just funny. There's a lot of fitting Fs that you could have: fraud, fail, fuck. But yeah, I don't know.
Flower. Look at the pretty flower. I imported it from Silent Hill. Now this is Silent Hill because someone grew a flower.
I guess all that matters to me is if they do the main franchise justification, you know, like 2 was good. If they do a good job with 1 and then maybe they do 3 and they do a good job with that. I guess at the end of the day that's all that really matters to me. You know, all these miscellaneous spin-off titles, they can all burn in hell, I guess, and it doesn't really impact me as a Silent Hill fan, you know, I can just ignore them. But when they start playing around with like the core story and like what the modern perception of Silent Hill as a brand is going to be, that's where I kind of get annoyed. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Hey, how the fuck are you still awake? I mean, seriously. We both had a day today, and you've had it way worse today.
Oh no.
I mean, I've had about 2 short naps today. And I just, most recent nap, I was just like, eh, eh. Kept thinking my partner kept coming into my room and just like waking me up and telling me about shit. And I'm like, okay, I was dreaming that time, but it's just because it happens quite a bit. Like, mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I was dreaming of my partner waking me up.
Pissing me off. That's terrible. Wow.
In my restless dreams, my partner woke me up. I was actually thinking of downloading Silent Hill 2 and 3. Not the most modern, like Silent Hill 2 remake, but the port of it and just trying to get the trophies on it.
The HD one?
Mm.
Hmm.
I know I've done Silent Hill 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those games are kind of rough. Like I love them and I always will, but I don't know. It's probably going to vary depending on who you talk to, but for me personally, like I kind of think Silent Hill is maybe a little bit rougher than Resident Evil because at least with
Yeah.
the fixed cameras, you know, you kind of know what to expect and it's its own thing. But Si- oh, with Silent Hill, it's more of a traditional 3D game and it's just it plays like dog shit. So,
Mm.
but yeah. Oops. No,
You
come
killed
back.
Silent Hill.
I killed good. No,
End
Konami did that.
transmission.
Oh, this is not what I want. This is what I want. Now, can I full screen it? No, I don't want theater mode. I want full screen. There we go. Now I just got to get you in here.
I am Silent Hill transmission.
You have
Mm.
become the transmission. You're a transmitter. Oh no. How is the volume?
Gonna have to rely on. I nearly said James. Delete on that one.
James.
Let's ask the man.
Oh, fuck off. What is this? Another 10 minutes? Come on. Alright, well,
Falling asleep on a job. Come on, amigo.
okay. I wonder if there's, like, a technical difficulty and they're like, "Oh, just put this up." Like, what the fuck?
Cock tease.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, let's talk about machinima, like Silent Hill and stuff. Like, do you have any machinima like scripts or ideas for machinima for Silent Hill games?
I do. I've always wanted to do one for the original Silent Hill 2, but I'll probably end up doing let me mute this because it's distracting. But I'll probably end up doing the remake first, and I've already I'm still kind of on the fence. It's probably gonna be a remake, but I have been working on a machinima for a Silent Hill 2 machinima at some point. I haven't committed to the original or the remake because I could do it with either one really, and I don't know, I feel like the original might be more appealing generally to an audience because people like that one, obviously, because it's, the OG, and the new one's kinda hit or miss, so I might if I use the remake, some people might be turned off by the fact that it's the remake, so I'd probably I don't know, probably show more interest in using the original Silent Hill 2, but I don't know. I think I could do a little bit more with the remake. Um, we'll see. Either way, yes, I am working on a Silent Hill 2 machinima, and I have, actually used your program there to make some music. I
Yeah.
have, 4 tracks made for that machinima that are
I
really
have
cool.
access to the same thing, and yet I don't find these things. How do I not find these things?
I
What do
removed
you
them
do?
to stay mysterious.
You bastard.
But yeah, the music came out really cool, and has definitely inspired me to push that project forward quicker than not. I don't know. But yeah, it's tough. There's so many things to fucking work on, but I've actually I even forgot about this one. There's another Silent Hill machinima that I started, God, not too long ago, maybe 6 or 8 months ago or something like that. Whenever I played Silent Hill Downpour, I was just going through the game,
Mm,
and I beat it, and, like, as I was going through, obviously machinima things were coming to mind, and, during that playthrough, I decided I wanted to make a machinima, so I came up with the general premise of what it would be and what the main character would be and kind of what his situation was, and, I made some assets for it, and,
great assets.
it's go yeah, it's gonna be real dumb.
Yes,
The
Shayla, it's over, but we're gonna be doing that after transmission.
Shayla, you can join us if you want. Just let me know. Um, but yeah, the the dude, I don't even remember his name. That's kind of sad. What
Mm,
the fuck is the protagonist's name in Downpour? Oh
Lee
my
would know.
god. Yeah, let me know, Lee, because I can't fucking remember. But anyway, he's gonna be a janitor in Silent Hill. Is the kind of the idea. But
Pendleton.
Pendleton, yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
Who's gonna be the mailman?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about casting yet. I haven't even decided, like, personality wise what he would be. I have to think of something. But yeah, so I have at least 2 Silent Hill machinimas in the works that will see the light of day eventually. What about you?
So yeah, I already stated that I got the
Short
footage
message.
for short message, whatever that thing's
Did you
called.
call it Village? Silent Hill Village.
Yeah, yeah, it's both crap, so yeah, why not? But if I was going to touch a Silent Hill, it would probably be 4 because I know that better than the other Silent Hills. Although I have completed Silent Hill 1 and touched upon 2. This was kind of the reason why I'm like, okay, I really must download 2 and 3, play them, and get through them. I know bits and bobs of 2 and 3, but obviously I haven't like sat down in a long time and just like, eh. But yeah, I know 4 probably because like Lee introduced me to 4 really. Um, And yeah, I feel like I could probably do something before. Um, yeah, that'd be interesting. The only dodgy thing is like trying to record the footage because I remember when Lee was trying to play the Xbox version on Silent Hill 4 on the 360, like some of it got a bit jambled, and I'm just like, well, actually, that could actually help in my favor if you're going to make a machine, well, add some stupid effects to it, even though that's not part of the core concept of it.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was actually because I actually started watching this early bird YouTuber, and so she's done a bunch of uh, horror games like The Note and Overblood 1 and 2, and she just records it and like tells us how the game plays. And I was just like looking at the note and like, oh my god, that looks terrible. And I'm just like, no wonder it didn't sell well.
It looks amazing. Well, for the time, it looks like that sweet, PS1 era survival horror janky goodness, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, back when it came out, yeah, I could see looking at it and be like, "Nah." But, like, when I look at it nowadays, I haven't played it yet, but, Lee that was one of the games that Lee got me, and I'm really looking forward to playing it, but, just from a modern lens, it takes me right back to that sweet spot of old school survival horror, and I'm really excited to play it.
if you can get past the how you actually move and open doors and reload. But yeah, if you can get past it, great. But obviously, when I was watching it, I'm not going to give spoilers, but I know what happens now, and I'm just like, this is prime for the machinima. But
I
then
think
I was in
another
my head,
I think another game that might be good for Machinima would be D2 just because of the ridiculous cinematics in that game. But
I'm
from a
still having,
gameplay you what?
I'm still having After Effects and Scorn when you played D. I'm like,
Yeah, that was
why
rough,
was it
man.
so rough?
It's so bad. It's just sad because, like, I feel like this might be, like, one of the reasons that, like, developers are afraid to be experimental and take risks and stuff like that because you end up with shit like D. And, that whole generation, they kind of had to be experimental, which is why you had a bunch of crazy shit, but that was a good thing. But some things just, you're riding the edge of technology and it tends to age poorly. They accomplish what they wanted to, but they had to do it in such a shitty way that it's really rough coming at it, down the road.
Mm. And the whole thing got me to like Machinima, in it's like, yeah, you can do things for the note and all that kind of stuff over blood, for example.
Mhm.
But if you do it, are there going to be enough people that know the original storyline and what happens? Because if there isn't, then it's going to be a very niche market.
I mean, you
I mean,
can always just like when it originally came out, no one knew what the fuck it was. You have to earn that reception, you have to earn that audience. So like even though like nobody really knows about the original, you could still get a modern audience out of it. I hate that term modern audience, but you know what I mean. Um yeah, they just have to make sure that it looks good and market it well, and if it plays well enough, people will talk about it and it'll build that audience. But it's more difficult to do that, which again is why most companies don't wanna touch new IPs or be experimental with things is because it is really risky, and to a degree, you kind of have to rely on your audience to, talk about it and, get into it enough that it becomes, cult worthy or build up a following, and it's hard to do. It's harder to do than it ever has been because there is so much shit nowadays, like, there's so many games that come out, and I don't know, I think it's harder to win people over nowadays because people don't get in as invested as they once did, I feel like. Oh, it's back. No. There we go. I hate it.
皆さんこんにちは。サイレントキルトランスミッションへようこそ。サイレントキルシリーズのプロデューサー岡本元井です。2022年の発表以来、長い間お待たせしましたが、本日は待望のタイトルサイレントキルタウンフォールのニュースや情報をついに皆さんにお届けできることを嬉しく思います。本日ソニーのステートオブプレイでトレーラーを公開し、プレイステーション5、Steam、エピックゲームズにてウィッシュリスト登録を開始しました。皆様ぜひご登録よろしくお願いいたします。さらにこの配信独占の最新情報もご用意しています。まずは本プロジェクトのパートナーをご紹介しましょう。アナプルナインタラクティブのインタラクティブ&ニューメディア部門プレジデントヘクター・サンチェスさんとゲーム部門責任者のリアン・ルームさん、そしてスクリーンバーンのライター兼ディレクターのジョン・マッケランさんをお迎えしています。皆さん本日はようこそいらしてくださいました。
Thank you, Okamoto-san. At Annapurna, we're always looking to push the boundaries of storytelling, and we couldn't be more excited and honored to have the opportunity to work with you and the entire team at Konami to co-publish Silent Hill Townfall. Annapurna Interactive is a publisher that not only looks for great stories to tell, but also great teams to tell those stories. And we're so pleased to partner with the very special development team that created Silent Hill Townfall, John, and the entire team at Screenburn Interactive.
And this project came about because the team at Annapurna and the team at Screenburn are really passionate about Silent Hill. We're very excited about the unique stories that we're able to tell in this amazing franchise. It's also important to us at Annapurna that the developers we partner with really love the IP that they're working on, and that's exactly what we have with Screenburn.
Yeah, as a fan of the series ever since the release of the first game, it's a real pleasure and an honour to be here today to talk about Townfall. The entire development team and I are so excited to finally be able to share our first look after so many years of development out of sight.
皆さんありがとうございます。それではまず本日公開されたサイレントヒルタウンフォールのリビールトレーラーを振り返りましょう。
Another room. Oh no.
I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
Jazz is going to think that's a Game Boy.
Maybe it is.
I woke up in the water again.
Again?
But this time it's different. I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
Interesting. Didn't know it was going to be a first-person shooter.
前回のティザートレーラーから続く形でついにあのポケットテレビの持ち主が明らかになりました。このトレーラーはタウンフォールの本質、そしてサイレントヒルらしさをしっかりと捉えています。
And we can see from the trailer that debuted today that Townfall clearly embodies the DNA of the Silent Hill franchise. It also has quite a unique take, which we know has been really important to the team at Screenburn. And part of that uniqueness comes from their own identity, their perspectives, their history, and their style. So, John, we'd love viewers to learn more about Screenburn and your team's history and the work you've done on Silent Hill Townfall.
Absolutely. Our main objectives were to make a game that could feel specific to the team who made it, to bring something new to the series in terms of setting, and to really think about what Silent Hill, both in concept and gameplay, could look like through a Screenburn lens.
Yeah, and it's this lens that appealed to us so much when we started working with you in Screenburn, many years ago. And we knew that with Annapurna's partnership with Konami helping to guide the project, that the three teams together could produce something original, exciting for the fans, and show Silent Hill in a way that hadn't been seen before.
皆様、情熱あるメッセージ本当にありがとうございます。サイレントヒルの伝統を受け継ぎつつも、新しいチームごとに世界観やテーマ、美学がどのように解釈されるかを示すことはとても重要です。ここでスクリーン版インタラクティブと本作を形作る人々の姿をご覧いただきましょう。
Alec is falling asleep.
No, it said Glasgow, and I'm like, oh god.
Oh. Do you have beef?
We've got
I know what they
previous
did.
games that we worked on over the years. So Super Arclight was our first title that we released back in 2016. Stories Untold 2017, Observation 2019, and then Silent Hill soon. Our little collection of Silent Hill games. The thought that we're going to be slotted in at the end there, it is a genuine honor to work with the franchise and to contribute to it. After we shipped Observation, we were kind of like figuring out what we were going to do next. And then we got this call from Annapurna to ask us what we would do with Silent Hill. That froze us in our tracks. It's not an opportunity we ever thought we'd get, but it's one we knew we all wanted right away. We pulled together a pitch of what we felt would be a really cool, unique Screenburn take and brought it to Konami, and we were delighted that they loved the idea. It was like, this is exactly what we need. This is what we want to do, and we want you to go for it. And so to have their trust in us, both Annapurna and Konami, is a huge honor. So yeah, this is where Graham lives and where design lives.
My name's Graham McKellen. I'm the lead game designer. John is my brother, so we've known each other for a while. We have a lot of the same experiences, films that we watched when we grew up, games that we played. That allows us to work really well together when it comes to finding the synergy between narrative and game design. Very early, we agreed that we wanted to present this game in first person. And first person is, you have a more limited field of view. There's things happening off screen which you're not always aware of, and as we know in horror, what happens off screen is sometimes more scarier than what happens right in front of you. How we use the perspective to induce the horror, anxiety, and fear, but then at the same time trying to find the balance to that, which is what can we give the player?
One of the first things we set out to do was like, what can we do with the radio that's not been done before? What can we do that kind of gives it a new function, a new aesthetic, but it feels Silent Hill, the analog tech that's kind of been my visual calling card. Most of the things we've done, like even in our previous games, has been as close to real life technology as we can get. This is a very small handheld TV, but kind of inspired the CRTV.
The CRTV is, our take on the classic radio. We knew we wanted to have the player bring it up and actually use it, so we were really keen on having the player tune with the CRTV, actually go through the frequencies, discover narrative content, but also being able to use it as a tool to see where enemies were. So yeah, we teach the peak mechanic, which gives the player a little bit extra mobility around where the camera can be. So you can peek up and to the sides to see round corners or over walls.
I keep doing this as I lean.
And it's really important for the first-person perspective, giving the player that extra control over the camera.
For a long time, this game we felt might just be Northern Europe, you know, and not lock it down to Scotland. There was a drive to create something that felt authentic to us, and it kind of felt natural to kind of bring it home.
When John first showed me the game and I saw this sort of a very obviously Silent Hill, misty, foggy environment, that felt like a walk to school when I was growing up. Because, you know, I've grown up in towns like this, in a small fishing town that's kind of similar to St. Emilia. It's a beautifully epic, grey, drizzly environment, and we're bringing that to the game.
It just feels so real, especially when you're going through it in first person. You kind of feel like you're there. It's so detailed, every single thing, and it's all connected to the story.
A very personal story, I know for John as well.
I would have been about 17 or 18 when the first game came out, and I was really ill, high fever, all this kind of stuff. I know I finished it, but the experience I have was like a fever dream, because it literally was. To this day, I've never played it again, because I kind of don't want to know whether what happened that night was real or not. Drawn to the fog ever since. And I think now that we're actually responsible for it, and we're actually kind of pulling the rest of the team in, and now we're looking forward to bringing the fans into that fever dream too.
スクリーンバーンのチームの皆さん、ありがとうございました。自分たちの仕事だけでなく、サイレントヒルの歴史や意味に強い情熱を持つ開発者の姿を目にするのはとても刺激的ですね。各チームがそれぞれのビジョンをサイレントヒルに持ち込み、新しい体験をどのように形作ったのかがよくわかります。さて、公開されたばかりのトレーラーについて語るべきことがたくさんあります。最も注目すべきは本作が一人称視点である点でしょう。過去作にも一人称要素はあるものの、10時間を超える長編作品としてこの方式を採用したのはタウンフォールがシリーズ史上初めてです。この視点の変化によりプレイヤーはサイレントヒルの恐怖を新たなレンズを通して目撃することになります。恐怖がプレイヤーのすぐそばに迫るだけでなく、スクリーンバーンが考案した新しい戦闘、回避、謎解きのメカニクスとも見事に調和します。
Absolutely. Every feature of the game has been designed with this perspective in mind, but always making sure that while we see the world in this new way, the experience still feels distinctly Silent Hill. A big part of that experience is centered around enemies and how our protagonist Simon will encounter them. Familiar tools from the world of Silent Hill are all available, planks of wood, pipes, and ranged weapons like the pistol, but the ability to sneak, hide, and evade brings a new element of choice to the combat, where resorting to violence isn't the only option. In fact, with the aid of the pocket television, known as the CRTV in the game, evasion is every bit as useful a survival technique as facing enemies head-on. Players are encouraged to experiment and find a playstyle that suits them while being mindful of the resources and the opportunities that surround them.
わかりやすい例が覗き込みですよね。サイモンは物体や壁の上からあるいは周りから慎重に身を乗り出して敵の様子を確認でき、発見される可能性を下げることができます。この要素は遭遇前の慎重さが生かされるだけでなく、見た目、手触りの面でとても映画的な表現になっています。
Indeed, that additional level of fine control provided to the player works especially well in first person, and it allows players to cautiously assess an encounter before they make a decision to evade or charge in. In first person, features like the peak or the CRTV become more immersive, rendering details up close in the character's hands and all in a tactile and physical way rather than using on-screen HUD elements. These features really shine in first person, and as the game progresses, players will be challenged in many different ways. Using the right technique at the right time is vital for Simon's survival.
ジョンさん、次は新主人公サイモン・オーデルに目を向けてみましょう。シリーズのキャラクターは皆心に重いものを抱えていますが、サイモンも例外ではありません。彼は多層的で不安定。 そして非常に人間的です。トレーラー冒頭で主人公であるサイモンが今回舞台となる町セントアメリアに縁があることが示唆され、彼の困難な旅が始まります。ジョンさん、彼が島へ向かう事情、そしてプレイヤーが踏み入れる物語について視聴者の皆様に特別に教えてもらえますか？
Well, I knew when beginning to write the game that fans would have certain expectations about the worlds, characters, and the themes that permeate the series. I wanted to both lean into those expectations in some ways and subvert them in others. Guilt is a strong theme throughout Silent Hill's many stories, and I wanted to dive deeper into the various different ways that guilt can manifest, where it comes from, what it can do to people, and how, if you can, come to accept or resolve it. So while those narrative themes are distinctly Silent Hill, we're looking at and interpreting those themes in a very different way.
ゲームの冒頭、サイモンは物事を終わらせてほしい、それが正しいことだと告げる謎の電話を受け取ります。トレーラーで見た通り、彼は島に到着しますが、この段階ではどうやって来たのか不明であり、サイモン自身も向かう先が分かっていないように見えます。
Well, a core component of our team's narrative style that has been present in all of our previous games is mystery. Simon's journey through the town is layered with nuance and questions where players will gradually uncover both small details and big reveals, and they'll be kept guessing throughout. There are other characters to meet along the way too, and understanding Simon's connection to them is key to the narrative. Some mysteries will pay off as the game progresses, and some will deepen further, inviting players to dive deep into the world and to details spread around the town.
サイモンの旅がどのようなものになるのか楽しみにしていただければと思います。さて次はタウンフォールの舞台となる街セントアメリアについてご紹介しましょう。サイレントヒルのキャラクターを街と切り離すことはできません。世界は彼らを映し出し、試し、変えていきます。サイモンの旅を理解するには彼が身を置く街を理解する必要があります。それではセントアメリアのインスピレーションとなったスコットランドの実際の場所を見てみましょう。
So we're going to go to the east coast of Scotland. We've referenced a lot in the game. Graham and I have been many times over the years. We took Paul up when he joined the team. And I think this is Linda's first time.
It is, yeah.
So you're going to get a bit of a shock when you're in St. Amelia.
As a QA lead, I think I have played probably 3,000 hours of this game, but I've actually never explored those real towns, so I'm excited to see it.
It's the smell and the wind and the sound of the place, all of that together is what you're trying to recreate. You're not just trying to recreate the visuals, you're trying to recreate the vibe. And there's no better way of doing it than spending time there.
It's really important to not live your life behind a lens and just absorb the place when you're there. So I suppose it's always important for artists to get out and see the place that they're supposed to be making.
Graham and I were chasing fog. Well, I dragged Graham out with me. I was like, I need someone in front of the camera when I take these images. Fog was so dense that when we came out here, we got to like this spot, and from here we couldn't see the coast anymore, and we couldn't tell which direction the coast was in, and we immediately felt like in danger. And we ended up with this shot here. The atmosphere is like blue and light, the sun was going down. Everything from that moment was when we kind of realized how this game was going to begin. We have this fog that rolls in on the east coast of Scotland called a har. I got pretty obsessed chasing the har. I wasn't painting images, I wasn't like trying to like imagine what the fog would look like. I could go to a town that looks like St. Amelia and find a fog that looks like Silent Hill and come back and show the team, here's what the game needs to look like. And I would drag other people on my trips with me and be like, you gotta come too. And they're like, really? It's 4 a.m. So that when we come back to the studio, we can try and recreate what we felt, not just what we saw. This was like the first beautiful corner that we did. And then as we get around this corner, yeah, it's literally the same.
It is actually, yeah.
Yep.
This is so cool.
Yep.
Oh, we have that in the game, the seaweed.
This was the first
pier I think we came to. And we've walked along a bunch of other piers as well, just to kind of see the differences and, yeah, the kind of shapes that they make and how they're used, that kind of thing, you know. So this is it. This is very similar to our St. Amelia pier.
So we're in St. Monans. This is the harbour town and was the first place that we built for the game. When I started to write the story about what this town was, what happened to this town, the isolation was a big factor. There's like an existential dread that comes with that. Silent Hill has always had a sense of like not being able to leave the town and face why you're there. That isolation isn't just for the protagonist, but also for the town. It's like they've got to do what they got to do. You just have to get on with it and you have to solve the problem. There's no running away.
It's surreal. I think it's because a lot of stuff are so similar to in-game, even like the slanted walls, the colors. Wherever the benches are placed is exactly the same as in-game.
These alleyways kind of snake through the entire town. They're really fun to walk up and down in real life, but when you've got a monster chasing you, it's just not a nice place to be.
Coming up there, this was one of the slopes that when I first came here, I was like looking at all the textures. And luckily Unreal allows us with nanite to just sort of layer on loads of meshes and textures on top of each other. I don't know what this is. Bits of like rag and tarpaulin, like the glove, for instance, there. It's just like layers upon layers upon layers of life and history. You're mimicking several hundred years worth of life. That's what we aim to do. And a lot of the time, the player will just sort of walk around and absorb it, and they won't know why it feels like a real place, but the effort that we've put in will make them feel like it's a real place, and it will give them that sense of history, and yeah.
It's a big moment for us, definitely. For me personally, for the team, you know, we're all big fans. I think that's an understatement to say big fans. You know, we're obsessed. To be trusted with a franchise like this is an honor, and you know we want to make sure we ace it. So we're giving it our all to create something that's really new and really unique.
センターメディアのインスピレーションや再現方法について貴重なお話をありがとうございました。細部へのこだわりが新しい世界観をリアルに感じさせています。こうした丁寧な作り込みはシリーズならではの大切な魅力です。最後にタウンホールの規模や構成についてお話ししましょう。
For sure. And while Annapurna has been primarily known over the last decade for independent games from smaller teams, Townfall is no small game. In fact, it's among some of the biggest games that we've ever published.
And while Screenburn is a relatively small development studio at about 30 people, they have been afforded the development time to really realise their creative vision for Townfall. And as a result, Townfall is a full-length, high-quality game that we can all present with confidence following Silent Hill F and Silent Hill 2.
スクリーンバーン、アナプルナ、コナミの3社が手を組み作り上げたサイレントヒルのエッセンスをしっかり取り入れたタイトルとなっています。今年皆さんにサイレントヒルタウンホールを実際にプレイしてもらえることを非常に楽しみにしています。本日のサイレントヒルトランスミッションはこちらで終了となります。最後に視聴者の皆さんへ向けて一言ずつメッセージをお願いします。
We're so thankful for your patience, and we can't wait to show you more of what we have in store for you in Townfall. We see this project not only as our biggest and most ambitious game yet, but as a love letter to the series that inspired many of the team, myself included, to become game developers in the first place. It's truly an honour to be given this opportunity to contribute to the series, and on behalf of the team at Screenburn, thank you for your support and your encouragement over the years.
We've loved working with the entire team at Screenburn and are very proud of the game they've created. Our goal at Annapurna is to support our developers so they can focus on making the best possible game. It's been amazing to see Townfall come to life throughout development. Thank you to Screenburn for their partnership, and thank you to Konami for trusting us with the Silent Hill franchise.
Silent Hill Townfall is a labor of love for everybody involved and a true collaboration across the three teams. From the amazing team in Scotland at Screenburn to the revered publisher Konami, not only in Japan but around the world, and ourselves, who are very humbled by the opportunity at Annapurna to co-publish a game for the first time with an existing franchise and bring our unique take to this historic franchise.
スクリーンバーン、アナプルナ、コナミの3社で長い時間をかけて作り上げてきた作品を発表することができて本当に良かったです。本日お見せした通り、非常に丁寧に作り上げていますので、皆様ぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。本日お届けしたサイレントヒルタウンホールは、プレイステーション5と Steam、エピックゲームズにてウィッシュリスト登録受付中です。ぜひ登録をお願いいたします。また、サイレントヒルトランスミッションでは、今後も継続してサイレントヒルシリーズの情報を皆さんにお届けしてまいります。次回もどうぞお楽しみに。本日はご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございました。
All that and we don't even get a release date? Wow. I guess that's it. Well, it's about what I expected. I said mute, you piece of shit. All right, yeah, I don't know. It just feels kind of gimmicky, you know, like the shit with the little portable TV and taking it outside of Silent Hill again. Stealth is involved in a big way, it looks like, which stop. And then first person, some of the aesthetic designs make me think of Ascension, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah, it's about what I figured it would be, unfortunately. What about you, Alec? What do you think?
So just because it's in England, I should care? No, I don't care. It it's gonna have to, you know. And I was reading the comments as we were watching, and they're just like, yeah, it's exactly like just give it a new IP. Don't have the Silent Hill thing in it. You don't need it. And that's the thing. It's like with the new technology, you can make Silent Hill in Silent Hill because it's been a long time since we've seen Silent Hill. And yes, I know Silent Hill 2 remake, but that doesn't go to everywhere in Silent Hill. There's other places to explore and to be remade and remodeled, and yet they don't do it. So it's just like, and when I was looking at the guy, the Japanese guy, who's just saying Konami, 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 I'm like, what are Konami actually doing then? Are they just releasing the IP out and letting developers do their own shit?
Yeah, that seems to kind of be like their entire company design at this point. Like they don't make anything. They hire other people to do it, right? Because Konami didn't do Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't, maybe they did F. I don't know who actually developed that. So there's that. And then they're not doing Townfall. Did they? I think they outsourced the Metal Gear Solid or the Metal Gear 3 Delta remake, right? I don't think that was built internally within Konami.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
But yeah, it seems like that's kind of like how they approach game design now. It's just like they're a facilitator. I mean, I guess they are a publisher, not necessarily a developer, but you know, they used to have development teams within Konami, you know, which made the games that made them, you know, a brand that people cared about. And now they don't have, it seems like they have no internal development teams to actually make their own content, which puts them at the mercy of whatever teams they involve, which is not great. You know, and even if they have a hit, like, are they going to get that team back that made that game? Or, you know, is that team going to ask for more money next time? And then they're going to be like, no, we're going to go with somebody else. And then they're going to ruin whatever they do reestablish. I don't know. It just seems like a bad position to put yourself in as a company.
Yeah, so to answer that question, it's Virtuous. Virtuous, that was the part developers for MGS Delta. So you're all right. And yeah, we're calling it, you know, Konami is just letting the IP out and let people make their fan arts of the Silent Hills. That's essentially what they've done.
Yeah, and it's so dumb. It kind of annoyed me a little bit when Resident Evil it was forced to leave Raccoon City, obviously because of the way the story went. But like back in the day, that annoyed me a little bit. But that even that was forgivable because it's been Biohazard and Resident Evil. You could put that anywhere, whatever. Just like yeah, Raccoon City was a character that they essentially killed and they moved on from. But like even that
Mm.
bothered me a little bit. But with Silent Hill, it's the name. It's the fucking IP. Like how are you going to fucking ditch that? And like they're trying to like desperately get rid of it almost. Like they're doing like they've already come out and said, "Hey, going forward, we're going to continue to explore other parts of the world and cultures and this and that." So like they've already made a company statement that that's their goal is to essentially distance themselves as far away from Silent Hill as possible and be very experimental with the series. And it's like that is so dumb. It is called Silent Hill. It was called Silent Hill because it's about Silent Hill. It's in Silent Hill. Like why the fuck am I playing a game called Silent Hill when it has nothing to do with Silent Hill? Like it's become more about the aesthetics and like the spirit of the franchise, and that's just fucking horse shit. Like if somebody wants to make a fan game or story or something that is like inspired by or whatever,
Mm.
or has the same themes of, yeah, okay, that's one thing. But to approach your series as the creator that way makes no fucking sense. It's so stupid. You're like, even if the games are good, you're still destroying the soul of the IP by doing that. It's fucking nonsense. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Survival horror fan. I always associated Konami and Kojima. I mean, even their names are similar, um, as one entity. And when he left, yeah, like it definitely you felt it for sure. Um, because like even though he was Metal Gear, that motherfucker was involved in like everything they did. They were picking that guy's brain for everything, and I'm sure he oversaw a lot of things and you know helped design other things. Like I'm sure he touched on Castlevania and what. I mean, they were even bringing him over to Silent Hill. Like I'm sure he had his hands in multiple pies over at Konami. So when they lost him, yeah, you could feel it, and that was dumb of them to do so. They should have given him anything and everything he wanted because they would have been far more successful with him still attached to their company. But yeah,
Yeah. So
oh good.
I was gonna say, it's like picture it, the next Silent Hill game. It's cold, but strangely warm. It is set in Egypt.
Oh God, stop.
There's fog everywhere. Over the desert. It's like, oh my God, the Egyptians, they're going like this. And there's like Pyramid Head going.
Pyramid Head. I didn't even make that connection. That's funny. There's a giant pyramid head, like he comes up out of the sand. You thought it was a pyramid, but no, it's Pyramid Head. So I can see them doing dumb shit like that. Oh
Will I
well.
be purchasing Townfall? No. If it comes stupid cheap, maybe. But I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, I don't even think that one's getting a physical release, so that just makes my decision that much easier, So yeah, that's unfortunate. And at this point, it seems like it's all in the hands of the Silent Hill 1 remake. Like if that is not good and the only thing that they have like as a genuine success is Silent Hill 2 remake, I think the series is going to go away again. you know, like despite, I know Silent Hill F sold well, but it's still a very divisive game. It wasn't like an overall success. And if that's, one of your biggest accomplishments in reviving Silent Hill, that's not a good pillar to lean on. So I feel like they need this win with Silent Hill 1 remake. And if they don't get it, I think it might be over. And maybe it's better that way. It was nice to see them come back and try to revive things, I guess. I just wish they had a more cohesive vision of like what that would look like and had more of the spirit of what Silent Hill is in mind, when they were approaching things, because they're just their ideas, their motivations are so misplaced. You know, it's just like it should be like, hey, we love Silent Hill and this is why we love it and we want to reestablish what Silent Hill means, but they're not doing that. It's like they're avoiding Silent Hill in every way except the name. So that's not how you revive an IP. It's how you kill it. So, all right. Anything else on Silent Hill? We'll jump into the state of play. I know pretty much everybody's probably seen it. I have not. I've heard a couple things that are in it, which are exciting, but
We were sleeping.
yeah, sleepy time.
Nah,
Anything
I'm
else
good.
on Silent? Okay.
Other than just when you said about how Resident Evil, left Raccoon City, I was
Mhm.
just gonna say, ironic they're heading back.
Mm. And guess what? Fans are fucking excited about that. So like, yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
I
All
wanted
right.
to there's one thing I wanted to expand on that you said, in terms of like um they haven't really fully fleshed out Silent Hill in a game yet, And I'm not really a proponent of open world games. Like there's too many of them, everything's turning
Yeah.
into open world, but there is room for that to exist. Um and I feel like that's something that you could do on a small scale. Like you can have an open world game on a small scale. It doesn't have to just be big for the sake of big and, big empty environments that you just run around in for the sake of running around. You can have a good, deep, open world experience in a smaller confined space. And that I think would be an amazing thing to do in something like Silent Hill, where, the IP is about the town, make flesh out that town, make it big, explorable. You can go in every building is unique and has character, and just add layers and layers of content within the town of Silent Hill and just really focus on that. And I feel like that would be like way more interesting to explore. I mean, and if you approach it that way, you could even have multiple protagonists, where the story's about the town, and then you have multiple people coming into the town and having their own stories within that environment. I feel like that would be something really interesting to explore. And then, it would justify actually having an open world experience in in the game, in the game industry, where we're constantly doing open world environments that are just pointless to do, like fucking Metroid. Like they just put an open world in Metroid 4 just to put an open world in there. They didn't put any content in it. It's just it drags out the runtime of the game. It's empty, it's boring, it's lame. That's not how you do it. You take something that deserves to have that open world and justifies that experience. And I can't think of many other IPs that could really do that well outside of like Silent Hill, because it does, it's such an iconic town. Like we know the map, we've explored that town so much that it would be really cool to really be able to dive into that town and all the places and all the stories within it and stuff like that. I would love to see something like that, but they're just not in tune with that, I guess.
I was just gonna say, is just like to have it based in Silent Hill, you could still do all the crazy shit, but the amount of times the characters that are established in Silent Hill, how many locked doors and remained locked doors are there in Silent Hill?
Mm-hmm.
So you could establish a new character. One of these new characters is able to open one of these locked doors, and then you can do all the scary whatever bullshit meta meaning for that character. Then it's still linked. But no, we'll just go to fucking Glasgow.
Yeah, that's part of why I actually kind of like Downpour. Obviously it has its problems and whatnot, but they, on a smaller level, they did kind of approach it that way, where it's like they wanted to open up the town more. You do get to explore more of the town and you get to go into more buildings, and there's side quests in there that you can kind of explore a little bit more of the lore and things that happen within the town. I love that idea. I feel like if the right team took that concept and really fleshed it out, that could be pretty incredible. And shit, you can even do something that'd be really interesting and like show all the main protagonists that have gone to Silent Hill, and like they could kind of make cameos where you get to see them come in and you see like a slice of their story within a
Mm.
larger narrative. Like that would be so fucking cool to see. But you know, what the fuck do I know?
Japan,
Townfall.
Glasgow,
Yeah. So I don't know.
Egypt.
Yeah,
I've
Egypt.
made the
Let's go.
idea. I've given them the idea, so that's it. It's gonna happen.
Oh God. All right, let's take a look at the Sony State of Play. More warnings.
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
A spirit guide? It's been a long time since we've had one of your kind in Cosmora. I'm glad you're here.
Isn't this like Kiana or Kina or something?
Yeah,
That
I was
girl
gonna
looks
say it
familiar.
looks familiar.
Yeah,
That temple has been sealed as long as I can remember.
it looks nice.
Dangerous corruption was locked inside.
It has a cat.
Along with the secrets.
There you go.
forgotten.
Alec is sold.
Spirit guides here once used alchemy to cleanse corruption. Maybe you can do the same.
Wow, it looks really nice. Look at the weather.
Just about to say that. That's what I was going to say.
Fear will bind you, gripping to the present, which must always pass. Regret will bind you, longing for the past you cannot change. Love will bind you, yearning for a future you will not see. Unbound, may you depart
Yep.
in peace.
Wow, that looks really good, actually.
Is it a remaster or remake?
I don't think so. I think it's a
Hey
sequel.
everyone, I'm Josh and this is my brother Mike.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at our next game, Kena, Scars of Cosmora.
After the amazing response to Kena Bridge of Spirits in 2021, the team was excited to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around. Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand our scope while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits, Kena has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora, home to multiple distinct communities. On this adventure, Kena discovers a spirit guide's role in helping living people, not only those who have passed away. With PlayStation Studios support, we're building on everything that fans loved about the first game. Deeper, more dynamic combat, epic boss battles, a larger, richer world, and of course, our charming spirit companions.
Kena, Scars of Cosmora releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching.
It's weird.
and
It looks
enjoy
like
the
a
rest of the show.
generational leap between the first one and that one visually. Like, what the fuck happened? Did they just get a bigger budget? It's weird.
They left it alone for like 20 years. I'm like, okay. Oh, look. We now have weather physics.
No, that game's only, I don't know, 5 years old maybe? Something? Maybe a little longer than that.
I thought it was PS2.
No, it's PS4.
In the wilds of Eso, demons terrorized the land and subjugated its people. They were known as the Spider. The Oni, the Kitsune, and the snake. Many fought back. Many were cut down. Nothing can stop a true warrior from vengeance, not even death.
Another one? Already? Oh, DLC, okay.
They need more Tunisia, obviously, in their lives.
Who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? Or me? I can't wait to find out.
I need to play these games for the third time.
I'll wait till DC3 comes out, then you can play.
Yeah. Then I'll have 300 hours of back-to-back gameplay to deal with. That'll be great.
That'll be great. That is a good scene.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Hi, I'm Mike Booth from Bad Robot Games, and game director of 4Loop. As a game designer, a core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments that never get old. The result is 4Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through cooperation and improvisation, and where no two runs are ever the same. At the heart of 4Loop is a probability map, which combines alien technology and human ingenuity to plot your best path forward to defeat the invaders. Each node represents a different mission with its own risks, rewards, and surprises. Everyone votes to choose the next mission. Once you've chosen a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into the mission. You may have to collect mission-critical resources, or even rescue survivors that can offer cool upgrades for your gear, all while trying to avoid the alien forces constantly sending drop pods and kill bots to stop you. We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from, and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For example, this weird alien plant is called a blink root, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location. All the various enemies, weapons, items, and mission objectives are all designed to interact with each other in dynamic ways that create emergent gameplay and endless, replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity and improvisation are key. We really want players to try things and think outside the box, like hacking an alien terminal to provide intel to the rest of the team, or being bombarded by killbot drop pods, or barely escaping with your life. And if you do die, don't worry. So long as one of you makes it back to home base, you'll be reprinted and ready to try again. The home base is a place for your team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and choose rewards from an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the probability map culminates in one of multiple boss battles. This is the Scanner Boss, a huge geologic surveyor that scans for flux deposits to harvest. Its scan fields are very lethal, creating a dynamic obstacle course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself. Because the scanner's body rotates like a 3D puzzle, you want to spread out and attack it from all sides. All, of course, while avoiding the slow-moving, lethal laser grids. Our goal here is to create something new, where every run has you yelling and laughing and saying, "I can't believe that just happened." We're currently in pre-beta, so there's still plenty of polish to come, and we need players like you to join us in upcoming playtests. Your feedback will be invaluable in helping us make this game truly great. We can't wait for you to play it for yourselves. Now, go and fail to save the world.
I think it looks okay, but just not for me.
No, I immediately got put off by the red lasers. I was like, no.
What's this?
I'm excited
That's
about
the
this
Earth.
game now. I played that demo and it was really good.
You really can make everything with lunafilament, huh? Looks a bit like New York.
Is that a place on Earth?
Can't believe we haven't found any survivors.
I haven't seen anyone besides you since leaving the vault.
All alone, huh? I know the feeling.
Hey, Hugh. What were you like as a kid?
When I was young, I was in an orphanage. I was a lot like you. I had a few bumps along the way. But I had someone looking out for me. And now it's your turn.
Removal time exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
What in the... That's 6 now.
Oh boy.
6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Elvis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time. Why me? The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
That part's cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to PS5.
But before we begin, we wanted to highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and...
Did you hear that about, what was it, 6 more survivors from Raccoon City dead or something?
No, I misheard that bit.
They better not be fucking killing important people off screen.
No, it's just the rest of the outbreak, people.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that'd be kind of cool if they did that, if they acknowledged the other characters and like, yeah, they've been dying. I mean, I have mixed feelings about that, I guess, because I'd like to kind of know like what happened to them. Like Kevin in particular, I thought was a cool character. I'd like to. I don't want them to just kind of kill him off screen randomly.
What killed him? Mark going, Yoko,
Yeah,
stop being so loud.
yeah. Like, how did they die though? Like, did it take 30 years for the virus to fucking kill them? Like, what? That could be either really dumb or really cool, or I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
And was that Sherry towards the end?
Sitting at the desk, or no? She had white hair. I don't think so. It looks weird. There's some weird shit going on there. Like there's a bunch of like kids with red eyes and some anime looking fucking characters going on, and I'm hoping they're staying away from the whole Wesker clone thing because I didn't like that. I don't know, man. I'm getting worried. Oh God.
I mean, soon your fears will be put to rest.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks we'll find out.
Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom. Both are coming soon to PS5 with support for PS5 Pro.
Now, let's return to the dark world of Nosgoth with an announcement for fans of Legacy of Kain. 2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance is being remastered by Crystal Dynamics and will be available to pre-order today. The final chapter in the Soul Reaver saga brings players into the conflict between the vampire Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel. This remaster boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera, and wayfinding level maps, as well as bonus features like character skins.
Now, what do you have to tell me?
Lost levels, deep lore, photo mode, and more. The digital deluxe version of the game includes promotional comics and a playable demo of Dark Prophecy, the unreleased sequel to Defiance.
That's kind of cool.
Given the choice, whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire.
But why are we not remaking the first game, the game that needs it the most? What the fuck? What are they doing?
They don't want to touch it.
Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered launches next month and will be available to pre-order starting today.
Digital only, go fuck yourself.
Brigandine Abyss is the latest installment in HappyNet's Brigandine series, which dates back to 1998 on the original PlayStation. This fantasy war strategy RPG tells the story of 6 heroes who rise against an empire invading with overwhelming power. Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over 100 unit classes, including knights and new types of monsters. And countless hours of gameplay, with 6 main storylines and side quests across 24 nations. Brigandine Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
Nah, I'm good.
Now let's
looks
head over
okay.
to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
Oh God, no.
シリーズプ
Now
ロ
what
デ
are
ュ
they
ーサーの林
doing?
です本日はデッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきます
Please don't be shit.
無限転身の名にかけて
本作デッドアライブ6ラストラウンドはオリジナルのデッドアライブ6をベースにダウンロードコンテンツとして追加配信したキャラクターをセットにしプレイステーション5用の最適化新規コスチュームの追加新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイトルです今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですのでシリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください
あなたに私は倒せない
Why? Why do we do this? the Remember back in the, I don't know. I know you're not like a big fighting game fan, Alec, but like back in the day, I remember like if there was re-releases that happened with fighting games, they served a purpose. You'd get like a ultimate edition or a gold edition or whatever the fuck. And the whole purpose of re-releasing that game was to get all the DLC or extra shit or just to add new stuff to the old game and make a new version of it. But what the fuck is this? So not only are they taking Resident Evil 6, turning it free to play, they're adding more DLC and not including the previous DLC.
Yeah, they must have run out of money and just like, let's pass it out again. Go, go, go.
God, like it's just such a fucking slap in the face. And this could have been really cool. Like if this was like, oh, here's the ultimate edition and you can buy it for whatever, let's say it's $80. I don't agree with that price point, but considering the cost of the DLC, fine. If they said, hey, boom, $80, physical version, you get all the DLC characters, the fucking whatever 100 plus costumes that they released in the past, boom, all on disc. That'd be great. I would be excited about that, and I would probably spend the $80 on it. But they do this.
But you can have picture mode because that has to be in every game now.
Yeah, who uses that? It's so weird. I don't know why every game has to have that. I'm annoyed. I don't know if you can tell.
No.
I used to love DOA, but now it just makes me angry.
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。数多くの作品を世に送り出して今年で30周年になります。そのタイミングでこういった発表できることを大変嬉しく思います。
I do. Give me more.
こちらの映像をご覧ください。
They even ruined that. They turned it into a dating sim.
I'm surprised they can show cleavage.
I know. How daring. How brave of them.
デッドアライブシリーズ最新作も開発始動しました。
Oh God.
続報をお待ちください。
Though it does give me hope that they showed boobs. So maybe the new DOA will actually be of some value.
Zoe, I see the spotlights.
And you're getting closer. Listen, Dylan, we're getting distress calls from the theater, but research thinks we might have a resident on our hands. No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mikael
Hi.
Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before. We recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to the world around him. Here we are showcasing a set of different forms of Dylan's main weapon, the Aberrant, can take, and his supernatural abilities. There are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle. While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Almost there, Zoe.
Why do they do this? Why does this always happen? This game looks nothing like Control. It doesn't play like Control. The game design is like completely different. It's like, it looks almost open world-ish again, like we were just talking about. Why?
It
Why?
looks slow.
I mean, the first Control was kinda slow, but I mean, shit, the first Control was bordering on a survival horror game, like, not quite, but, you know, a slower paced, it was dark, you know, it just had a lot of horror vibes and it was slower. This is completely different. Why is this Control? I don't understand why we do this. I was really looking forward to a Control sequel, but that's not what this is.
It's out of control.
Like, it looks like a fine game, but why is it Control? Kind of reminds me of Prototype a little bit.
Yeah, I did start playing Control the first game. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any further on it because it just hurt my eyes.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to just watch a walkthrough of it just to get the story.
I know where the Resonant is, Zoe. I'll call you back.
Resonants are the dominant threat in what's our most ambitious game to date. And we can't wait to share it with you later in 2026.
I just got Chester from DMC3.
Wait, what?
The Jester, he's like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh.
To save the age of man. Half human, half angel. They call you sin. I call you salvation.
Kind of looks like a Darksiders game.
Looks like a remaster of an old game.
Yeah, it does kind of. All right. Looks okay.
Not for me.
Yeah, I'll probably pass. This game could be pretty
The
cool.
dog has been cheating on Leon.
Yeah. They're not exclusive.
Thanks to
Thing is,
Fictions
it's Game
and
Freak,
Freak
so
for that
it's just
new
like,
look at characters and combat in Beasts of Reincarnation.
Yeah, it's a different kind of game for them.
Coming to PS5 this summer.
Perhaps that's why Pokemon's been shit lately.
3 decades
Maybe.
ago, alongside the original PlayStation, and it introduced the world to an iconic character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. This digital museum features 5 playable versions of the original game, including the 1995 PlayStation release, enhanced with new accessibility options.
Of course.
Discover the
Yeah.
secrets
Make it
behind
easier.
Rayman's development through a long-lost playable prototype, restored for the first time. Plus, an interactive documentary packed with unseen design documents and never-before-heard insights from the original creators.
Et à un moment, c'est Sony qui arrive en disant, bah voilà notre console, on va révolutionner le jeu vidéo.
Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition comes to PS5 digitally starting tomorrow, while physical editions
Yay.
will be available June 26th.
They didn't even make a collection. It's just the first game. Wow.
Mina the Hollower is an action-adventure title from the creators of Shovel Knight. Take control of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save a cursed island. Whip foes into oblivion, burrow under hazards and monsters, and hunt down secrets in a pixel-perfect love letter to handheld gaming. Mina the Hollower's release date is on the horizon. The limited time demo will be exclusively available on PlayStation 5 tomorrow.
Meh.
Yeah.
Set years before the events of the original game, this prologue tells
Never.
the story of how Alba and the wolf cub Neva first met. Alba must earn the young wolf's trust and guide her through the blighted wilderness. Together, they will face new enemies and endure perilous trials, while confronting a monstrous force that threatens to tear them apart. Players can look forward to using new gameplay mechanics in all new locations. Neva Prologue launches February 19th. Up next, a tactical stealth action title from Shueisha Games and Acquire, a team with ninja credentials dating back to the Tenchu series.
That looks kind of interesting. Very Tenchu-esque.
We are the children of water, born of the goddess. You filthy creatures, faithless, soulless, unclean. This world was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity? little king.
Is that a chicken? What? That's fucking weird. I think we're running out of ideas. It's like Wukong Chicken Man.
Our newest
Or
racer
Wulong,
has
whatever.
arrived! Welcome to the Galactic League! Since you're here, why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
Is this pod racer without Star Wars? Or maybe it is Star Wars.
Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
There you go. Is there a lot of people excited about that, really? Like, it's such a random thing.
Brace yourself!
Bond is immature and reckless. He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything stupid?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy. And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
Not for me. I've never been a big James Bond fan.
Neither have I. Weirdly saw the last film, and that was like that's the first film I've watched of 007.
It's like one of the worst ones.
I'm Peter Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio. We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the Third Party Portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners. And it's even more exciting for me when those partners have been foundational to my own love of video games. And Konami is definitely one of those partners. I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone already knew and loved, and injecting them with new technology and new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before. We were really impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play. So to mark the occasion, we wanted to try something a little different. We join you today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay, not only to share some really exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent behind them. We're really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today, and we hope you will be too. Enjoy.
There's one more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure. Outer heaven. He's taken command of this immense
Are you
army.
more satisfied with them doing this, or would you want a remake?
Liquid's goal
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think this is probably the way to go.
Controls the soldiers.
Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid? How long is my body gonna hold out?
When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death.
This.
It's good. I want to play this again. I haven't played it since it came out. It's been a long time. Comrade.
I recently platinumed it.
Yeah, when I played it, it didn't even have trophies. They added them later.
Liquid's insurrection. Liquid! Guns of the Patriots!
Oh, they missed something.
Because I knew where my loyalty belonged. Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. As our deterrent.
Yes. It simply said Jack. Over and over.
Awesome. Is that you? Answer me! Bahas!
I kind of want to see a remake of that just because of the cutscenes. I don't like that it's all comics.
It was fine.
Meh.
Although, when the mission chapter ends, it does pull you away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they missed a trick.
They missed a trick?
Yeah, there's a bit in MGS4 where, like, Liquid Ocelot says to Snake, "We are free!" And I'm like, they could have finally put, "We're out from the PS3. We are free!"
It's cool it comes with Ghost Babel too.
Yeah.
It's not much of a collection though. 2 games, I guess 3 games.
It was really 4 that everyone really was hiding for to get ported over.
True.
Be interesting to see what they do with the brand. There's so many brands in that. They just like edge it out.
現在発売中のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1につきましても最後のアップデートを実施いたします。初代プレイステーション向けに発売された
メタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、ご覧のように映像が美しく文字も読みやすくなりました。
Yeah.
またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現しております。
Yeah, you can really see the difference.
本日より
So
アップ
helpful.
デート配信開始となりますので、この機会にぜひメタルギアソリッドマスター
Maybe
コ
you
レク
guys
ショ
should
ン
have,
ボリューム1
you know,
も
fixed that
体験して
before
み
you
て
put
く
it
ださい。
out.
さらに
You know, just a
今
thought.
回の発表を記念いたしまして、メタルギアシリーズの始まりの物語、メタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターも特別なセールを実施しています。50% オフ、
Yeah,
大変お求めやすい価
still
格で
not a rush to get
お
it.
ますので、この機会にぜひ楽しんでください。これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Hopefully with the Metal Gear Collection Volume 2, they put everything on the fucking disc instead of making it downloadable.
Could get it for the Switch.
Gross. What?
Why?
It's a great question. Why?
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty, by the grace of God, the King of France. So now, we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont, last of House Belmont.
Doesn't look that great.
ご覧いただきあり
Bloodstained
がと
looked
うござい
better.
ます。キャッスルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイディアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ 遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないっていう方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので、続報を楽しみにお待ちください。
I mean, at least they're doing something with Castlevania.
Oh look, it's the Game Boy.
Yay!
You can't stay.
I swear Jazz is just going to say that as the Game Boy.
I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me.
You have to come back to not Silent Hill.
I woke up in the water again. But this time
Was James down there?
different.
I woke up in the water again, and people were driving on the opposite side of the road.
I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
Mm-hmm.
A world shrouded by lightfall. Shining drops of light that bring death as they fall.
Is there going to be more Digimon shit?
It's a golden shower.
Hey! Ash, come on! Let's begin our journey.
Those were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here and stop the Lightfall.
Nah, I'm good.
皆さんこんにちは。
Yeah,
プロデューサーの門井
that's
です。
okay.
ティザートレーラーの方はいかがでしたでしょうか。
レブノワールは完全新作の JRPG です。私自身を含め JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、そして JRPG には大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと、突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted. He must be versatile, capable, adaptable. He must be grounded, stable, constant. I believe you are ready, sir.
Can't believe it took him this long to make a game for John Wick.
Yeah, I mean, what was wrong with Hex?
Yeah.
Still haven't watched the first film.
I don't know about that.
Good morning, New Cascadia. This is Joy, your community outreach liaison. It's a
God,
lovely
no,
day
please.
outside. It's quiet. Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the
I was
early
hoping this would get
afternoon and
canceled.
last until
Look at the rain.
for those who did not wake, your restless dreams endure, so small among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you. And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! Mayday! This is General Dan Agreed of the New Cascadia colony on Tau City 4. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday, mayday. This is Dan Agreed. Tau City. I feel like I'm praying. We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have. We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I feel about the constantly changing overlays. Hope that's just the trailer.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe Ziegler and I'm the game director on Marathon. Today we're excited to announce our Server Slam from February 26th through March 2nd, where you can join us on Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms. Our Server Slam features an introduction to the survival gameplay of Marathon, giving you a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our favorite PlayStation games, including Helldivers 2, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei, all available at launch. From everyone here at Bungie, thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
Hey, I'm Brett.
And I'm Kristen. Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th with the Server Slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months. Up first, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week. Developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Marvel Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go! In this thrilling sequel, the Spider-Men must balance their personal and heroic responsibilities while protecting the city from iconic villains.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 joins the PlayStation Plus game catalog on February 17th.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes two fan favorites over the next few months, starting with Tekken Dark Resurrection, a fantastic fighting game that originally released on PSP. PlayStation Plus Premium members can expect to revisit this handheld classic in March.
It's one of the few Tekkens I haven't played. Oh,
the original
shit.
PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the Classics catalog in May. This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller, simulating the original light gun experience.
Alright.
They should have put that on PS3 a long time ago with the Move controller. That would have been way better.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking. Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world full of challenges, puzzles, and playful discoveries.
Okay. Okay.
That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Saros gameplay.
Housemarque's next action game releases April 30th, and creative director Gregory Loudon has even more systems and combat to break down. Let's take a look.
No, thank you.
But you must.
Never.
What is that for you, Arjun? Finishing the mission. Keeping people safe. Oh, Arjun. I know you better than that.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we're excited to show off our Comeback Stronger features and Eclipse gameplay running on PlayStation 5. In Saros, you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a variety of ever more brutal hostiles, death is inevitable. But in Saros, death only means that you will come back stronger. Welcome to the Passage. You are not on your own. Interacting with the survivors of Echelon 4 will help you understand the mysteries of Carcosa.
I can't believe so many are gone. They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
This is Primary, the voice of Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent progression systems to upgrade your armor's attributes and acquire special perks. With Carcosan modifiers, you can adjust your experience by, for example, making hostiles tougher, weaker, or even removing the second chance ability entirely. However, all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level. Primary also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked. This means getting back into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world. Using the teleport, you can now quickly restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot at what killed you the first time around. Eventually, you come across an alien device. By using it, you discover that it calls the Eclipse. The Eclipse corrupts the world. It's a complete escalation of our gameplay, our audio, and our visuals on Carcosa. Hostiles now shoot corrupted projectiles, which reduce your maximum armor integrity, but you can restore it by using your power weapon. Weapons and artifacts also become corrupted, which alters them in both positive and negative ways, which ramps up the challenge. We can't wait for you to play Saros when we launch on April 30, 2026.
Yay.
The air trembles. Mother Earth herself senses the coming battle. The world may hate us, we still have to save it. A true team is unbreakable! You cannot stand against the storm. Feel the power of Mother Earth.
Let me at them, Storm. Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul! Time to end this.
I've got this one. I'll show you how the X-Men get it done. You're cooked, Bob.
Initiating attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology. Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this.
We are stronger together!
For some reason, I thought that already came out.
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと、本当に嬉しく思っています。
We're super stoked to introduce the mutants as the newly formed unbreakable X-Men into the world of Marvel Tokon.
マジックは中間距離を大きな剣で制しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
デンジャーは、体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
She's trained the X-Men over years through battle simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps that her opponents are going to feel like they're running an obstacle course.
トレーラーの冒頭では新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバース闘魂オリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
And then 40 more as DLC.
Stay tuned.
Another collection? No.
Your son has returned.
Haven't we already done this?
Now you can do it again.
I guess.
And again.
Remake? Oh no. Why?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today. Starting with that teaser that you
They're
just
gonna
saw.
censor the fuck out of those games.
We are happy and excited to finally confirm that.
You sound excited, Sean.
So excited, let me tell you.
The Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah, man, I know. Sit down. Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you. That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go. Go!
Before I was a father. Before I was a god. I was a Spartan.
Spartans! Our duty is to Sparta. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Press your attack! Don't relent! Never on our backs! Never left behind! Always united!
The legendary saga of gods and monsters, of tragedies and triumphs, of destruction and redemption begins
Harder.
Why?
This is only the beginning.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say it. This is Sparta.
Yay, we get to play as Dante and Virgil. Oh, did you say Sparta, not Sparta?
Well, there you go.
Yay, we did
It was
it.
all right. I'm worried
See
about
what Xbox come up with.
this whole Resident Evil Requiem roller coaster is annoying me. It's like I see something or I hear something and I'm like, it gives me a tiny bit of hope, and then I see something else and it flips me back around and it's like back and forth. I just want it to come out already so I can know if I hate it or not. I really, really, really want to like it, but I don't know, man. So
This
what was
heart's been
your
played around with too many times.
Yeah, they keep playing games with my heart. I'm a Backstreet Boy. What was your biggest I don't know, takeaway, I guess? Anything got you excited or hopeful? Not Metal Gear 4?
See, the trouble is, I recently platinumed it, so like,
Don't have a drive
it's
to go through
nice
it
having
again.
it.
Yeah.
Nice having it on the PS5, and
You
I'm
can get
sure it'll come
another
on the
platinum.
Xbox. Yeah, but it's just like I kind of want to see it just to see how watered down it gets.
What do you mean? You think they'll censor it?
So, yeah, because like MGS4 had so many individual IPs with it. So, like the iPod, the Apple fucking computers that Olicon uses, the Regain brand, the motorcycle. There's a lot of brands that went into that game. And it's like there's also the iPod podcasts in the game. So it's just like, how are they going to tweak that? But yeah, beyond just having it on board a PS5, that's it. But again, there's no rush, and I know it's not going to immediately sell out, so there's no rush to get that either.
I wonder if they're gonna tone down those women bosses. Because don't you like beat them certain ways and then you can like do photo shoots with them or some shit? I wonder if they're
I
gonna
don't
remove
know.
that.
Yeah, why not?
Wouldn't be surprised.
You play the iPod, you play a specific track, and they dance around for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, because like, did you get the Peace Walker? Did you play through that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I liked
that'd be
it.
good to play 2-player. So yeah. I know not all of it is 2-player, but there's certain missions. So yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks with stuff like this because it's like there's always a bunch of shit weighing it down. It all comes with baggage. Like, is it going to get censored? It's like if they're going to do something like this, like there's just things I wish they would have done. It's like with Peace Walker, would have been nice for them to redo the cutscenes in game. It just seems like a waste. These things come with a bunch of disappointment every time.
I mean, when it came to Delta, I already saw the sensors and lines changed. I'm just like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't stand shit like that, and I mean, it's all built on, like, is it even gonna have a physical release? If it does, is it gonna be a real physical? Just there's so many things about modern games that just make me disconnect, you know? I hate it. And that's always my first thought. Like, typically you can tell if it's a big AAA, you know, big publisher that's releasing a game, yeah, it's probably going to get a physical release depending on what it is. But, games like remakes or not remakes, but like remasters or like more indie kind of games, like if there's an appeal in that for me, it's like, then I immediately go to, okay, well, is this going to actually get a physical release?
mm,
That, and then just like the hype, just kind of simmers down real quick because if it gets a physical release, I know it's probably not going to be when it comes out. And like that's when I'm going to want to play it. And then, by the time it finally does get a physical release, if I'm lucky enough to even get that, the hype is gone. And it's just, I don't know, man. Just modern video games are disappointing. It's just, it should be way simpler than it is. And I don't
we're
know.
not likely to go to PlayStation 6. We're more likely to go with Steam, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's that. Like once we finally do, like once I make my permanent transition into PC gaming, at least that'll kind of be gone. You know what I mean? Like I'll be at peace with like, okay, this is just how video games are. I'm on PC, they're all digital. Then it simplifies it to like, do I want to play it or not? I don't have to worry
Mm.
about that element of it. So there's that at least, I guess, but it's just going to take away that magic. There's just so much more to video games to me than just like, oh, I'm just going to play the game and move on. It's like buying it, putting it in the collection, looking at the manual. Just it holds more weight in my subconscious when it's in the physical world and it's building towards a bigger piece of, my interests and whatnot, adding it to the collection and holding it in my hand and all that kind of shit. It just, that magic is gone and just, I don't know, waters down the whole thing for me.
Get too old.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
The next generation don't want stuff to hold. They just
Where's
want
my cane?
NFT.
Where's your cane?
Yeah. I don't know. Other games. It's the only thing with state of, not just state of play, when they have so many games, and it's just like, I've seen it all before, and I'm just like, so what did we just see? What stood out?
Yeah, there's a lot of that too. There's a lot of sameness, it's like that anime Souls-like game. Like we've been here before. It looks fine, but like it's nothing new. It's not that exciting. Another fighting game, with that Marvel token. We've done that multiple times. We've had like Marvel versus Capcom games that
Yeah, I
that
honestly
that
thought it
did
was
that.
just that.
Yeah, that did that way better decades ago, and
Mm,
they brought that back multiple times and now we're just doing it again and it's like, yeah, it looks fine, but it's just not, there's nothing there to really get excited about. And it's, I guess it's kind of like what you said, like I guess it's because we're old. We've been through this before and like the younger, the more modern audience, this will be potentially their first experience of something like that. So like I could see them getting excited about it because it is new and interesting to them, I guess. But
mm.
we're just too old. But yeah,
Then
there's
again, it's more time for us to get through the backlog of games. So,
yeah. I mean I'm mildly interested in like the God of War trilogy because I used to be a really big God of War fan. I love the original three. And I did like the newer one, the what was it? Um it was just God of War,
Ragnarok.
wasn't it? No, not Ragnarok, the one before that. I think it was just called God of
Yeah,
War,
it was
if I
just God
remember
of
right.
War. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one, but it just doesn't it's so different, it just feels like a completely different game. And the second one had a bunch of problems with it. I just passed on that one. And again, it goes back to those expectations that get tainted. It's like, oh, remake, it's going to come with all this baggage. What are they going to do to it? What are they going to change? Is it going to be what I want? blah blah blah. But I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that. Um, it's been a long time for me as far as playing Metal Gear Solid 4, so I'm kind of looking forward to that to a degree. But again, I'm gonna wait. You know, it's probably gonna have digital baggage again that is gonna ruin it for me. So the my hype is gonna be minimal for that one. Eventually, just like the first one, I did buy the first one eventually for like $20 on sale, because it's basically a a launcher for a digital version. So it's not, even though
Yep.
it feels like I have it physically, I don't. It'll probably be the same thing with that one. I'll probably buy it down the road at $20, and when I pick it up, we'll see if I have a drive to play it or not. But it would be nice to go back and play Metal Gear 4. It's been a really long time. Be fun to go through and get trophies for the first time on that. If I'm motivated at that point to play it.
Just don't fuck up like I did.
What do you mean?
It's like one of the last. I think it was the last trophy to get. So you had to get all the tracks on the iPod, and the one of the last ones to get, I accidentally saved it past the point where you can get it, so I had to complete the game all over again and
I
get to
hate
that
that.
point.
It sucks. I put myself in a very terrible position when I play video games because I am very thorough, but I don't follow a guide, which usually means I spend a ton of extra time exploring and collecting everything, but it also means by the time I get to the end, I miss like one or two of something, and it's just a slap in the face. It's like I just wasted all that time because I didn't achieve the goal. It's like I might as well just fucking not have even bothered. Um, but yeah, it's fine. I do it to myself.
I still got to
um,
get the platinum for MGS2. That's gonna be a bitch.
yeah, I want to go back and try to do those too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The fucking DR missions. My god.
Trying to think of what else there was. Castlevania was disappointing.
Yeah.
I think Diz said that there was a Castlevania in the Discord, and my mind
Yeah.
immediately went to 3D Castlevania, which
Yeah.
I don't even know how I feel about that because I do love the old school 2D Castlevania games. They'll always have a place in my heart. But my favorite Castlevania is Lords of Shadow. I love that game, and I would love to see like that approach to a new Castlevania game. Dark, serious, cinematic, great gameplay, kind of an experience. So like that's where my mind was at. So when I saw this and it's like, okay, it's 2D, that's not what I wanted. In addition to that, like I said, it's not even on par with Bloodstained, which is not even a Castlevania game, but it's giving a more Castlevania-esque experience than actual Castlevania is giving us, and that's not great.
So when I saw that and the God of War kind of like 2D scroller kind of thing,
Mhm.
I was just like, this is all a bit like when the PS Vita and PSP came out. That kind of feel. It's like, we got nothing new, so let's go old school.
Yeah, and that too. Again, I guess it goes back to us being old and whatnot again,
Mm.
but it's just like it was better before, because like we would get those 2D kind of retro inspired games as a handheld version, as like a companion to the modern AAA experience. But now it's all kind of mixed together into one thing, and it's just like it just doesn't have that appeal like it once did, to me at least. I don't know, it's weird.
It's a bit like when you go into when I go into the sales on the PlayStation Store and I see
Mhm.
all these games, and it's like, where did all these games come from? And then when I look at State of Play, and yeah, that's going to be on sale. That's going to be on sale. That's where all these games come from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, as I said, let's see what Xbox can come up with.
What? Nothing, you mean? Yeah, we'll be talking about some Xbox things when I get around to making the news videos for the podcast. But they did show some things on Fable, and I actually that kind of turned me around on that and got me a little bit excited about it. Um,
Ooh.
so yeah,
Was it the weather?
no, it looks like a Fable game now. where before it really didn't look or feel that way. But yeah, it could actually be a good game, but we'll talk about that more in the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, anything else on either of the
No.
showcases or transmissions or whatever? I think we kind of covered everything.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised they didn't say anything about Life is Strange, new game, like not even like a little trailer. But
Yeah, it's a
whatever.
little weird, but it did just have its own showcase, but so did Silent Hill, and they showed that, so I don't know.
And Resident Evil.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of don't want to see any more Resident Evil until I play it.
Well,
but
soon it'll be over.
yeah, but it keeps popping up, damn it. But yeah, I'm debating if I want to stream it or not. I think I'm probably not going to, but I want to just kind of. I mean, if I stream it, everyone's just going to see me mad. Like that's all that's going to be. I'm just be like, God damn, fuck that. That's bullshit. Stuff like
You're
that.
going to be voicing the dual Leon playing over it. It's like, God
Yeah,
damn
I'm
it.
just going to naturally turn into him as I'm playing. Hopefully not.
Even when
Hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised. You never know. You never know.
even when you're playing as Grace, you'll be like, God damn it. Okay.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you guys are excited about some of that stuff that's coming up. And if you are, good for you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you in a couple days when we do the Wardcast. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.